All right, so YouTube, this is my first order doing with liquor. So basically the customer had got red wine, if you guys can kind of see that. And she's getting her hair done, so she's gonna have someone pretty much show me their ID. Now I have two bag orders for her, this one and this one. And then I have another order in the back. So I have a total of 2 orders that I did with the store, Aldi, whatever the heck it's called. So I'm gonna pretty much tell you guys as far as for how does that work. Now usually, because my boyfriend, he did this before.
In 3/4 of a mile,
make a U-turn.
Usually you're supposed to do, you're supposed to have an ID. Give me one more. What's up YouTube, it's Desi and I'm back with another video, you guys. And this video is going to specifically talk as far as for Instacart. So as you guys can know, I always talk about my experience as far as for Instacart and Amazon Flex. Now I was doing Amazon Flex at first, but I actually quit Amazon Flex because one, it was a lot of heat going on, just a lot of transportation issues, not dealing with my car, but just like the safety I felt like, and you know, it went entering private roads and stuff. All right YouTube, this is what it's like coming down a private road.
In 400 feet, turn left onto Pensacola St. Augustine Highway. CR 208. Then in 400 feet, turn right.
St. Augustine. These are what private roads look like, y'all. The scariest part of my life when delivering. I got one more package left, y'all. And stuff. And I feel like, you know, just being outside a lot, that really sucks. Also, you not knowing your location, that kind of sucks. So I just made sure that I just kind of just left it alone. Now whenever you do quit Amazon Flex, you can still have a way of like accessing to get back on there. All you have to do is just pretty much download the app again, and just you can pick up shifts whenever. But I feel like it's a lot more easier when doing Instacart, and pretty much I think Instacart is a lot more worth it than Amazon Flex. If you guys look at any of my videos, I always show like whenever I pick up batches to show you guys as far as for what's it like, and all you're basically doing is just shopping groceries for people. Like, people already have a list of stuff that they want. Now they do have a way where they can add on groceries while you're at the store, but however, I always make sure that I keep in contact with the customer, always greet the customer, just always keeping a positive vibe, because that affects everything. Also, they leave a review for you, and on top of that, they can probably give you a bigger tip. I also made a video as far as for how to get a big tip when it comes to Instacart, so make sure that you do check out those videos. But for the most part, I feel like Instacart is a lot more worth it. Now whenever doing Instacart, if you're making more than $600, you want to make sure that you put a certain amount of money aside. That way when you file taxes, you can always have that money to pay back. But then that works for Amazon Flex as well too. But my thing is, I feel like it's a lot more safe because you can kind of pick up the batches when you want to. You will already see the location that you'll be going to. Also, you know, just keeping in contact with the customer at all times, because at the end of the day, anything can happen, and that wasn't always the necessary thing when it came to Amazon Flex. Like, I could never really text the person saying, oh, I'm on the way with your package or something like that. The only way that you can get in contact with the customer is if you're outside of their house and it says call the customer when you arrive, or call the customer if you have any problems, you know, trying to find a place or something like that. It'll go through Amazon service support or whatever, then it'll connect you to the customer. That's how that works. Now, it has been a couple of times with Instacart where I had to use the customer care, and that's basically whenever you're trying to verify the ID for like liquor orders or something like that. But for the most part, I feel like this is a lot more safe. Things on why I feel like Instacart is a lot more better. One, you can cash out whenever. I really like that, because with Amazon Flex, you can only cash out on well, really they'll only pay you on Tuesdays and Fridays. They'll pay you on those days, but my thing is, it'll be at the very last minute, meaning as in like you won't get paid till around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's pretty much on how that works. You can kind of get paid at your own time when dealing with Instacart. Another thing too is I like how the ratings are. Like, whenever the customer, whenever I greet the customer, they'll say stuff like, oh, thanks for shopping for me, and you know, I feel like all that stuff is really nice. I had a lot of issues when it came to Amazon Flex, because it was almost like I would do what they told me to do and I would still kind of get in trouble for it. Meaning as if they want me to put their mail in the mailbox or put it in a safe place or something like that, I'll do that, and it's like, either if it's not at their liking, they'll like leave a review, and then Amazon will email me and be like, once again, another warning. Like, that stuff used to get annoying. Also, I like how you could pick your area where you want to shop at. So meaning as in, if I want to go to the Publix in Middleburg or something like that, I could pick up a shift like that and just go ahead and do that. And on top of that, it comes with tips. Now with Amazon Flex, I have learned that if you do the groceries and stuff, they do have a way of giving you tips. But here in Jacksonville, I didn't really see as much shifts like that. Maybe I didn't reach a certain rank when it came to the levels, but before I had quit Amazon Flex, I was on level 3. So, you know, you just never know. But I feel like with Instacart, you kind of just pick up the shifts when you want to. I feel like Instacart is a lot more flexible. On top of that, with Instacart, you're inside, like you're inside grocery shopping. You're not outside grocery shopping. The only issue I could say is you're literally out your car for almost like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, putting the groceries at the door, and then take a picture of it and come back, or giving the groceries to the customer, and that's it, and you're on to the next shift or batch that you pick up. With Amazon Flex, it's almost like you gotta walk all the way down to the house to go put the boxes, and on top of that, some of the boxes are a lot more heavier than usual. And that's another thing when dealing with groceries, you don't really have heavy groceries. If anything, I would say it's something like milk, or something like if they get laundry detergent or something like that, but it's nothing too heavy. The most heavy stuff that I had to deal with Amazon Flex, I literally had to go up like either 3 flights of stairs for our apartment to take up boxes, and sometimes those are like 3 orders at a time. So, you know, I feel like that's a major difference. Also too, with Amazon Flex, the navigation isn't always on one accord at times. Like I feel like one time the navigation took me to a whole nother spot, and I had to call the customer. I actually had to download a whole nother app to get to their house, because one, their house was getting built up at a certain area, so it probably didn't pop up on there, and then 2, it was almost like that's the only app that they could use when like trying to get to their house, which is very odd. So, you know, Amazon Flex has its pros and cons, but I feel like Instacart is a lot more better. I just feel like when it comes to temperature wise, it's better. Also too, the availability when it comes to the shifts, because you could start Instacart as early as like 7 o'clock in the morning and, you know, continue on out. Amazon Flex, I only noticed that the time frames for that was really like in the afternoons. So I feel like Instacart has an advantage when it comes to that. When you have kids, that can help you out too. Really, kids can help you out for both. Like if you want to have your kid help you out when delivering these packages, that can help you out. Or like when finding these groceries, they can help you out with that as well too. But I definitely feel like Instacart has a better advantage when it comes to that. Also too, like I said, the pay is a lot more easier. One thing that I can say, when cashing out with Instacart, they take out 50 cents of the pay, so you know that isn't much. With Amazon Flex, they don't take out anything, but like I said, it's just the time frame. Like, pay me on time, don't be waiting till like in the afternoon. If you guys have any other questions, just make sure that you comment down below, and I'll make sure I do a video for it. But I definitely feel like so far Instacart has my vote as far as for which one is a better side gig when it comes to getting money a lot more faster.